Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. It might be lights out. Which means you'll have to circle the whole thing. That or you just gotta... Unless it's just opening and closing different things. Get on up there and take a look.
Ah!
Oh god, that little tiny car droid's attacking.
You little bastard.
It's like, motherfucker, I'm trying to clean this vent, get out of here. It's like, no, I'm trying to kill everyone in this base. You get out of here.
Yeah.
Poor droid just doing its job. There's no lights in these vents, though.
I'm literally using the fucking laser to figure out where
the
go.
walls are.
Okay, is it up?
Just a depth test? I don't think so. This may be dead end.
I think this was just dead end with droid and items.
This is not the right vent, probably. It's just a vent with stuff. Yeah. Excuse me. So all the lights are off, right? So I think these just open and close different things. I don't know what you need to be opening, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I also forgot what your objective is.
Oh.
I don't know if you need this for your primary objective or not. Hey, this shit's open. On his left.
Droid.
Oh, there was one on both sides. I thought I saw one on the right, but I wasn't sure. You, did you try to open that?
I tried.
Oh,
Nothing happened.
Interesting. So yeah, I don't know, man. KOTOR's cool. It's just, it's a long game. It's a D20 based. I mean, there's some changes from tabletop, obviously, to make it look a little better as a video game. But it's surprisingly faithful overall, in terms of its mechanics and shit. I think there's some new skills, which BioWare tends to do when they made RPG games.
There's actually less skills, and that's a good thing, because D20 Star Wars has too many fucking skills.
Well, the main thing is, well, they changed the way force powers and skills work. You don't have to have... There's only a couple specific skills?
In D20 Star Wars, your skill points are also your force points or whatever, and you could only spend X amount of skill points on force points based on what class you were or something like that.
Yeah, and there's specific skills, basically, that some of your force powers run off of.
Yeah,
Instead of just using, say, your will plus 4, it looks at your auto-hypnosis for a modifier or whatever.
In KOTOR, every certain amount of levels... Usually every level you get to pick a new force power.
But yeah,
for
I
yourself.
believe they condensed force skills and dialogue persuasion stuff. You know, you don't have diplomacy and intimidate as separate things. I think you just have...
You have persuade, that's it.
You have a persuasion thing, which is something they tend to do in all they make some things to make
yeah,
it
it's either called persuade or diplomacy, something like that.
Yeah, but I think it's only the one, yeah.
But since you're the main character, you're the only one who could possibly roll that skill, so just max it.
If you want to be a talkie character, yeah, just do it.
Even if you don't want to be a talkie character, just max it.
Yeah, but your build may not allow for it, especially if you're playing like a fighter type.
Yeah.
And have low skill points, so... I mean, you can increase those skill points.
Am I just backtracking?
I don't know. Did you come in on this thing? Did you overshoot it?
I did.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Dash! You can salvage it, Dash! Dash! Stop. Oh,
I died. I'm gonna die.
Whee!
Oh well, I'm done.
Well, on the bright side, if checkpoints are only progression based and not where were you last, you'll have an idea of where you need to be. Which appears to be back.
It brought me
in this
back here,
room.
so I don't think I'm supposed to go back that way. Let's try this way.
You did come from that side though, on that wall, so you might need to go like just down and do that thing, or maybe on that thing on the left. Maybe another one of these vents. I have a feeling the vents will be progression though. It seems too esoteric. I mean, it could be old game and all that.
Yeah.
There are some games that have very puzzling progression. Oh god. This is big enough to stand in?
Yeah.
I thought you were like
Nope.
fucking crawling through this shit, and I saw that Star Trooper standing up. My perspective's a little thrown off because you're in first person. Which normally it's fine, but they looked small on the screen too when you're flying up to them. There you go.
Found it.
Progression. You finally did it. Normally we're trying to avoid it. This isn't one of those games where you really want to scrape too much unless you're trying to get all them challenge points. Oh god, did I 100% this game when I was a kid?
I hope
I
not.
feel like I went and looked for all the challenge things because you unlock bonus levels or a bonus level or something. I know I did that. I know I went real ham on like Rogue Squadron and tried to get like. So I think there's ranking systems in Rogue Squadron and you get bonus shit.
I hear them.
Yes, there is a pupper barking at something outside, which is normal. Was that an off-brand Wilhelm scream?
It was, yeah.
Weird. The pupper may also be ornery that they're not getting a certain thing that they would normally get around this time or a little earlier. It is not required to deal with that right this second, but that also could be part of the complaints. That might also be the other dog, actually. Get up there. Get off. Come on, Seekers, you can do it. God, thank you, Seekers.
Finally, fuck. Oh my god, there's so many of them. No wonder they were going off course.
Careful. You got this.
Those are items, okay. I think I did it.
Yeah, I'm guessing the other enemies are up or something.
Yep.
Oh, it's a bunch of health.
Which I'm
It's
missing.
like a puzzle gauntlet. Well, it looks like you can land down there.
Does look like
There might be something that'll come out and try to wreck your shit. Which looks like you're gonna have to deal with. Because you are out of juice. Or nothing will wreck your shit. I kind of expected a Rancor to just come out of nowhere.
I know,
It's a really
right?
big open area. Hey, got them Seekers. So, what was I talking about? Something Star Wars, something.
You're talking about KOTOR stuff.
Oh, KOTOR.
I missed that health. No. Come back, health. Oh shit! I didn't realize I could get fall damage from that distance.
It's cool. Yeah. Went ham on KOTOR for a while. I had some other Star Wars stuff to talk about, but
Did you ever play any of the MMO?
no. Which one?
The KOTOR MMO?
No. Because for a second, there was a couple Star Wars MMOs. Probably literally just a couple. I think there was two. There was the Old Republic, and there was a... Wait, is Old Republic KOTOR 1?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's Old
Swoter.
Republic.
Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yeah, okay. But there's also, Ooh, they're huffing at the door. Now they really want the fucking thing. So I might have to deal with that in a minute. But
okay.
yeah, Jesus Christ. What's the other one called?
I don't know. I only remember the one.
It may have also overtaken, like the game transformed enough to just get a new name. Maybe what I'm thinking of. But no, I have not. Did you?
I did.
Oh,
It went free to play eventually.
this is
And
true.
that's
we
when I
did do
picked
that.
it up. No, stop shooting.
I assume it had a totally different gameplay style, even though it was developed by BioWare.
It was a very different game.
I imagine the D20 license, even without the fucking fuck the license. The D20
System is not good for an MMO.
Generally doesn't. So, have you ever played Counterpoint?
No. I don't know. What were you gonna say?
Have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons Online? DDO.
No. No, I have not.
Has some slightly weird things to make it work, but believe it or not, does use a D20 system. It's 2 in a row. Oh, man. It has some weird stuff going on, but surprisingly satisfying game when I finally checked it out, like, fucking 10 years after it came out, which also was a non-free-to-play MMO that went free-to-play eventually. I think almost all of them do that at some point, unless you're World of Warcraft. In which case, World of Warcraft is...
Speaking of World of Warcraft, that's pretty much just... KOTOR has a lot of similar gameplay.
Most MMOs.
Because all MMOs are the same fucking thing.
Not all, but most. I can only think of a handful of exceptions that aren't weird hybrid fusion games that happen to be MMOs.
Yeah.
But before we just fucking segue into MMO talk, so yeah, what'd you have to say about the Old Republic?
Just that I played it, and it's free to play, and the story it actually has some pretty cool story stuff.
Okay, neat.
I did not get into the expansion stuff that came out, because I think you can only get that. Fucking phone alarm. I know it's technically bedtime, but I'm fucking recording, you son of a bitch.
Oh no! It didn't silence phone.
I forgot.
Oh no!
We all get to hear Persona.
All right, you got it.
Fucking piece of shit.
I'm trying
phone. You're doing a good job.
I'm trying to do some research here. I don't know if there was marketing money thrown behind it recently, but earlier this year, a bunch of articles went out that's like, hey man, this is the BioWare game you should play in 2019. Polygon, PC Gamer.
Are they talking about KOTOR?
GameSpot.
SWOTOR?
Yeah.
Oh! I was just facing the wrong way.
Some videos. Is SWOTOR worth trying in 2019? First video result. Oh no! A proper game over?
Yeah, proper game over.
Fuck.
I actually died.
Also apparently got a new expansion in April.
Yes, that's why they're doing marketing.
Oh, Star Wars Galaxies. That was the other MMO, and that one's dead.
Was it like a space one or something?
I don't know. Apparently it's older than Old Republic.
It's Lebo. That's the robot's name. Oh, I'm all the way back here.
Yeah, if you die. You have to start. There's no checkpoints for those. And some of these stages are kind of long.
This one. I was almost at the end of the stage. I was just facing the wrong way and got shot.
Yeah, BioWare got more money than God to pour into straight up Star Wars MMO. Star Wars... Okay, strong launch in 2011 that killed previous MMO Star Wars Galaxies. So I'm not crazy.
It killed itself, yeah.
But, well, I also don't know who is publishing and or running Galaxies. Might be the same people, and they're like, fuck these servers. They're
we need to fix
the
this.
New game.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, man. So at least I wasn't crazy about that. So yeah, neat story stuff you said.
Yeah, I played as a Sith Inquisitor.
Okay.
Or yeah, I think it's the Inquisitor. I remember. And I played a light side version of him. I think I started as the Warrior. I played the Warrior. The Inquisitor's actually like an Indiana Jones guy.
Right.
It sounds like you'll be doing spy stuff, but no, you're actually Indiana Jones.
It's really just a name for a class. We had to pick a name for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played as the Sith Warrior. That's what I was thinking of. And I actually played a light side Sith, and that's pretty fucking cool, actually.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting to be like the only guy who isn't a retard on the side of the Sith, because I mean it's fun to be evil and stuff, but it's also fun to be, I don't know, practical, I guess. I like choosing when to kill people and not just killing everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like the actually being light side was cool and fun and kind of nuanced. And it's got some choice-based stuff, because you can decide how you're treating your companions and things like that, and I think you can possibly lose or kill them at story events, because you can get multiple story companions. It's essentially, they tried to make a little, like, KOTOR storyline for every class you could be.
Okay. So it's got the Guild Wars 2 thing.
I guess. I didn't play Guild Wars 2.
Well, I guess it's also a little bit World of Warcraft, where you, whatever race you're playing as, it's like you have your starting area, and you have a little, like, you have a starting story, and I think it bleeds into the main story, but it like tries to tie you in as the hero of your people. They're not necessarily those same kind of story beats.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I get what you're saying, though. It is very similar
sort
to
of
that,
customized, hey, you're the main character, kind of.
Yeah. You're basically the main character of your little thing.
Yeah. Even if there's 100 other of you running around.
Yeah.
But you're getting the direct experience. The first Guild Wars does that via its story segments. But I remember the second one, which I didn't play, really. I saw a good chunk of it. I saw our friend play it in the beginning. When you pick your opening thing, it's very heavily tailored to like an introduction thing, like centering on you. But they're also all wildly different, and that's what I was getting at with the connection.
Yes.
Whereas my experience with WoW is they're all kind of samey. You just have a different starting location, a little bit of background, but it doesn't. You do a lot of those early tutorial quests, kind of, are just like basic fetch quests, and there's not as much going on thematically or narratively. There's a little bit, but a lot of it's like WoW's fucking huge. So a lot of those early quests are as low stakes as they sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, you've got like you've got a cohesive storyline for each class, basically.
Yeah, every class has its own
I guess
main
even
story.
when you go through the main stuff, you'll have differences pertaining to your class or in dialogue or whatever.
Every class has its own main story.
Okay, yeah.
It has its own main quests.
Neat.
That are related. They all interweave.
Yes,
but they're all different.
Yeah.
I think the expansion stuff might actually be. I don't know if it actually will be, but I think it might be more samey, because it seems like you're on a set.
It's all
plot.
post-game stuff. When here's the plot.
Yeah, it's all post-game stuff. Because expansion.
Group up party.
But the actual main stories from the vanilla game, each class has a different main story.
Okay.
I think there's some points that are same, like some missions are the same. Like every Sith will get X mission, and every Jedi Knight will get X mission, or different Jedi type will get X mission. That kind of thing. But they'll come from different angles, I think.
So here's a question for the way the game is sort of portioned out. Is it instanced, or is it server based like WoW? Do you see everyone running around at once all the time?
You do in like the main lobby areas. Oh god, he got off the thing.
So it's instanced. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure, because being me, I was like, I'm playing this for the single player. Fuck all this multiplayer shit.
Right. Well, I'm guessing like there is a clear distinction between town and field and dungeon.
There is, yes.
Okay. And when you're in field, you don't see people running around unless you went out with them.
I believe So, like, the
Okay.
dungeons are instanced, I'm pretty sure. I think.
Yeah. For example, in WoW, I don't know if you've played much of it.
You know, I think I've actually run into people in...
Oh, okay.
I know I have in the field. I know I've run into people in the field. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Then it's probably not.
People respawn after a while, I think is what it is. After...
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, so the way... I'm going to give you a WoW example. In WoW, say you have a quest that has you go kill this boss.
Okay.
You could get to the boss and him be dead. Because someone else killed him recently. And you just wait for him to respawn. And you can see people running around doing shit all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
And there's no delineation between dungeons and towns, and it's like it's literally open world.
I'm trying to remember, because it's been a long time.
That's kind of the most impressive thing about WoW, because I'm like, this game's really old. And when I didn't really like it when it first came out, and I jumped into it later when it, cause this is the thing I was going to go about WoW was like, it's not free to play, but it has a very generous demo to the point where it's practically free to play. It's like, it's like free to level like fucking 30 or 40. Like you'll be deep in by the time you decide you want to purchase it.
Yeah.
Right? To like the original main stuff. And the most impressive thing about it was like, this is kind of, it's not 100% open world, because of course not, no game is. But like you have freedom of movement.
Okay.
Like you can just jump around on shit. And just walking between the town and the field and out into shit. It's a little different than most other games because it's a bit of a technical challenge.
Yeah,
and I was like, it was really impressive. But on the flip side, I need to kill this mob. The mob's dead. And you got 10 other people, especially if you're in a busy server. You got 10 other people waiting to fucking murder it.
Yeah.
That aren't in your party or whatever, right? Usually the problems aren't that bad. That's just an example of like a regular like server-based MMO.
One of the things I remember from SWTOR is there would actually be areas that would be sectioned off, so other players that were of a different class could not come in. So there would be like...
So they may have like physically cornered it off.
There was like a laser gate, and it's like only the Sith warrior can go through here.
Yeah, they have like open areas, but because they have delineated different quests, they find ways of barricading.
Yeah, because there's
classes.
like 8 different characters.
Yeah,
like
that's one way to do it.
Yeah,
that was my main reason why I thought it might have been
fucking
instance-based. Also, I generally prefer instance-based, but that's more of my hermitude. It's like, do I want to play solo or just play with friends? That means when I go out into the field, I am not engaging with other players unless I brought them with me.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry or think about, unless I'm going in for the social experience. Like, I used to play Ragnarok Online. Oh man, going way back now. Ragnarok Online in its almost infinite beta period before it died after actually going out for real release, like really quickly. Relatively quickly anyway. It survived for a while. That was more like WoW or whatever, but it was technically easier to do because it's a 2D top-down game.
Yeah.
This is like an isometric view with anime 2D characters. Cute sprites and everything. It's great. Motherfucker was waiting for you.
Yeah.
Right on the elevator.
These two motherfuckers just wait
standing
here.
on the edge. Couldn't back up a little bit to like fucking shoot a little better or have an element of surprise. Like if you were in a real situation, you'd be looking up and see that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just shoot him in the jaw. Or worse than his
look
dick.
up. Maybe it expects me to look up at the top.
I doubt it, but maybe.
I don't have a lot of health.
Can you
Die,
picture
son of a bitch.
at that high of an angle though? Like
I can look up here.
pretty high.
I can kill one of them, I think.
If there was enough room in the shaft. What the hell was that?
It was a weird droid.
No, outside.